People don't look. Life goes by. Everyone with these eyes become just so there, just so you don't trip over something, it seems. And so, this is what I guess keeps us in business as photographers. People say, gee, I never saw that. Oh, whatever you show them. Whatever you show them. You show them a hand, you show them a face, you show them a flower. Gee, I never saw that. Well, of course you never saw that. You weren't looking. I mean, there's no magical. There's nothing magical that we employ. Oh, you must have great cameras. Oh, what kind of a lens do you have? What kind of film are you using? Oh! They don't understand. It's looking. It's seeing. It's being present. And rejoicing in this presence as the gifts abound. And it's so rich, and there's such an abundance and so much to see that you go through not one but multiple lifetimes and still see only a small portion of all there is to be seen. Now, thinking in terms of the art world, how most of the focus is always on what's new, the latest thing. Whether it's using elephant dung on a painting or whatever it may be. But the truth is that when one sees what is truly present, it is always new. It stands to reveal itself. These blades of grass will reveal themselves as something thrilling and new, as seen again and again. And each artist rediscovers the truth that is brand new. No matter how many times the subject has been covered, it becomes new when it's elegantly shown. For all that's been said, the multitudes of words that have been written about life, each one of us has a story to tell. Each one of us has a life to bear witness to in a way that's never been said before. There may be certain similarities, of course, connections, universalities. But we stand to discover it for the first time. And it's thrilling. And we don't have to go to another continent to discover it. Although sometimes this helps. I mean, people going to a foreign country see things they're looking anew. But one could look at any facet of life, be it a blade of grass, a cloud, a hand, a face, a body, a mountain range, and rediscover something in a way that's never been said before. For me, my aspiration has always been to say something in a way, to show something in a way that people will feel that they're seeing it for the first time. And this is why we must not be daunted by the fact that everything has been covered. The word research, to research again and again, to find our own voice, to utter it in our own way, with our own vision, in our own manner, in our own dialect. And not be taught simply to memorize all that has gone before and tested on that. It stands for us to discover it for ourselves, and only in this way can we be free. Because otherwise we accept the dogma of our time, whether it be about relationships, be it about gender, be it about art, whatever. We have to see it anew as the child who uttered, "Hey, the emperor ain't wearing clothes." And so why isn't there rejoicing? And so why isn't there rejoicing at the sight of a weed? This is the weed I ran out of the house to rescue before the man came to the mowing. And later you'll come up and you'll see that, look at this closely. And look at the elegance of this weed, this flower. And that night, I looked at the photograph and I said a prayer. And this psalm emerged. In this blade of grass I see your wonder. I see your strength, I see your beauty. In your grace I see the spire of my soul's journey. So what kind of field trip do we need to take our children on? Where must we take them? What about in the backyard? Anywhere to see. What textbook do we need? When life abounds with so many things that are obvious. We don't see the obvious. And so the lure of photography is that we're provided with a medium that gives us an excuse, an urgency to see, to look, to isolate. To isolate within that rectangle something from all that surrounds us, that we live amongst. And in that isolation that causes us to focus more clearly on any given, be it a child's shoe, a blade of grass, a face, a hand, or even a crowd of people, we discover something that has hardly been seen before. It's been seen, it's been looked at, but it hasn't been seen. And that's why with great art, there's always this shock of recognition. Oh, I've seen that. Oh, yes. But at the same time, they haven't. There's a recognition that strikes home from an old friend who's been around for a long time but hasn't been closely seen. But there's much more than that. There's much more than that. There's so much more than we know about ourselves. Because not only have we put people who are close to us in a certain pigeonhole or category, we've put ourselves, we've put our own selves in this category, in this pigeonhole, and we no longer can see the magnificence, the vistas of whom we are. You see maybe this much. And so the life becomes a way of reopening our eyes, of re-looking and re-seeing not only our mate, not only our neighborhood, not only the lawn and the garden in front of our home, but our own selves. Because this familiarity that breeds contempt causes us to surrender, to cease the discoveries, the voyage of discoveries, the paths that are open to us, the vistas that are so uniquely ours and so specially ours, with the nuances of born of the particular brilliance that each one of us has. We become lazy couch potatoes about our own life. We're waiting for it to be served up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Look again. Rediscover it.